There are 7 of them that line up for this Grade 1 Betfred Bowl. This is Ballynagour, who was 3rd in a Grade 1 at the meeting last year. He's not an easy horse to catch right. And this is the other joint favourite, Holywell, who won here last year, likes the ground and was an excellent 4th in the Gold Cup last time. This is Menorah, who was well beaten when he was last seen in the King George, but he's been 2nd and 5th in this race before. We've just heard about the chance of Silviniaco. Conti, a class act, dual King George winner, won this race last year, but he's got to be back to his best after his effort last time at Cheltenham. Smart Place likes the ground, but was a well-beaten 8th in the Gold Cup at Cheltenham last time. And this is Vukovar, who's only been with trainer Warren Greatrix for a week. We haven't seen him since the Tingle Creek. And we heard about the chances for the only mare in the line at Mafia from Nicky Henderson earlier on. She gets the mare's allowance. This is very much her time of year, and she won last year's Topper.
And Silviniaco Conti, of course, made so much of the running to win the King George, his 2nd King George early in the season, to the 4 here. Come on. I don't know, Feely, along with Holywell and Menorah, as they step away from the tape and on their journey towards the first fence in this Grade 1 Betfred Bowl. Silviniaco Conti from Holywell on the left, jumping the first. Big jump from Holywell on the far side, Mafia. The other grey, the lighter grey, is Smart Place on the near side. In the shades of blue jacket is Menorah, nosebanded Vukovar, and the back marker is Ballynagour. Over the 2nd, an open ditch, and Smart Place just a slightly awkward landing as Silviniaco Conti takes them along here under Noel Feely in the pink jacket. Leads by a length to Holywell and AP McCoy on the outside. Then Smart Place, Menorah, far side Mafia, Vukovar and Ballynagour. So the race in front of the stands with 2 circuits ahead of them here. Silviniaco Conti, the dual King George winner, 2 Betfair chases, 2 wins at this Grand National meeting, including this race last year. It's quite a resume, but of course the big omission is the Gold Cup at Cheltenham. It just doesn't seem to happen for him there. It didn't happen for him last month. Can he get back on the winning track today? Holywell in 2nd place, ran much better in the Gold Cup, finishing 4th to Coney, but it looked a brutal running of that race in a very fast time, and that's going to be key as to how these horses have recovered, albeit 4 weeks later. Smart Place and Mafia close up, then Menorah as they jump the first down the back, followed by Vukovar and finally Ballynagour. On now towards the next. There are 4 fences in the back straight. Another plain fence coming up, then another open ditch. Silviniaco Conti on the near side. Beautifully from Holywell in 2nd. Then Smart Place, Menorah on the outside, the far side. Horses often run well at this meeting. On the near side, Mafia against the running rail. Then Vukovar and Ballynagour as they jump that open ditch. And now 1 more to take in the back straight. So few changes in the order so far, with Silviniaco Conti about a half length ahead of Holywell. Noel Feely from AP McCoy. 2 lengths or so back to Menorah, horse that chased home Conti in the Betfair chase all those months ago, it seems now, at Haydock in November, as they swing left-handed and on their way towards a fence down the side of the course. Silviniaco Conti on the right, Holywell going to this, both jumping well, Mafia up the inside, Daryl Jacob taking the ride in the absence of the injured Barry Geraghty. Smart Place close up, Wayne Hutchinson just 3rd at the moment on Smart Place. Wayne will be aboard Gosme Judge in the Grand National on Saturday. Menorah wide, then Ballynagour and Vukovar. First of the 3 fences in the home straight. And these are smart chasers in this Grade 1 contest, and they look at the moment over the fences. The jumping has been really solid. Silviniaco Conti on the near side of Holywell as they jump this next open ditch. And now this long run between what will be the 2nd last and the final fence in a circuit's time. It's at least a furlong between 2 out and the last, and then a much shorter run in. And this can be a real grind down to this last fence on the Marmay course, particularly at the end of the race as they jump. Silviniaco Conti just taking right off in Noel Feely's hands there, stood right off it, cleared it easily from Holywell in 2nd, and now they've got a circuit to go. front two are a length and a half ahead of Menorah, Smad Place, and then on the inside, Maffiel all in a line. Ballynagour is held up, and Vukovar, who's taking a big jump up in distance today, is just the back marker on his first run for Warren Greatrex. So now into the back straight. This is where it's going to start unfolding here. They're in close company at this stage, but now on towards the line of four fences down the back. Silviniaco Conti, excellent jumping again from him there. Holywell and Menorah on towards the next. Smad Place 4, 5 Vukovar, and then Maffiel and Ballynagour. Another plain fence. Holywell almost alongside Silviniaco Conti going into this. Very little in it on landing. Menorah on the outside, just being bustled up now, Menorah by Richard Johnson. Vukovar making some ground. Smad Place still goes well, so does the mare. Maffiel, an open ditch. Great jump by Silviniaco Conti. Vukovar not quite so good that time. Menorah has picked up for Johnson. The last in the back straight now, 5 out. Holywell is driven into this by McCoy, but Silviniaco Conti was much the better in the air, and Menorah was very slow at that and is now labouring. Maffiel cruising forward on the bridle. So a fascinating Betfred bowl finish to come. Silviniaco Conti has jumped every bit as well so far today as he did at Kempton on Boxing Day, where he was brilliant. Silviniaco Conti from Holywell, who's off the bridle now. Silviniaco Conti, Holywell in tight. Maffiel, Ballynagour has made ground. Smad Place, then Menorah and Vukovar. So they're about to turn for home here, and Silviniaco Conti and Noel Feely have led all the way. Holywell's pushed along. Maffiel still travels kindly. Then Smad Place and Ballynagour as they race on towards the third last. Silviniaco Conti made it absolutely spot on again. Can they lay a glove on him here? On the far side, Maffiel. Ballynagour is coming through pretty well. Holywell stays very well. Battles on as well. 2 out Silviniaco Conti by 2 lengths to Holywell, who is now renewing his challenge under the champ. They're followed by Ballynagour on the far side, running a big race on this grind down to the final fence. Silviniaco Conti, here's Holywell now, laying down a challenge on the near side. Ballynagour back in third, still just off the final fence. Silviniaco Conti's over in front. Ballynagour is staying on well on the far side, then Holywell. Silviniaco Conti is hunted down by Ballynagour and by Holywell as they race up towards the line. Silviniaco Conti stretching his neck and held on. What a game win from Ballynagour. Then Holywell third, Smad Place, Menorah, Maffiel weakening out of it, and Vukovar well beaten. 10 out of 10 there for Silviniaco Conti.